Picture this. Your project is 90% complete. The major systems are in, the structure is solid, everyone's celebrating because you're almost done. Then suddenly, that final 10% takes 6 months, blows the budget, and turns into a nightmare. If this sounds familiar, you've experienced the 90% syndrome. Let's rewind to 2004. Boston's Big Dig, one of the largest highway projects in U.S. history, was declared 95% complete. Tunnels were open, traffic was flowing, victory speeches were made. But the last 5%? It dragged on for 3 more years. Why? Because what looked like just finishing touches, like surface streets and ramps, hid layers of complexity. Interchanges had to be redesigned on the fly, work had to sync with subways, railways, and 40,000 plus daily commuters. Utility lines showed up where nobody expected them. Then came the moment that shattered the illusion of almost done. In 2006, a ceiling panel fell in a tunnel, killing a driver. The problem? Epoxy meant for temporary loads was used permanently. The fix? Replaced 25,000 fixtures and shut down whole sections of tunnel. That finished lighting system alone cost $54 million to redo. What causes the 90% syndrome? Here are some of the most common reasons behind the 90% syndrome. First, the optimism trap. Teams get overconfident. We're almost done becomes, we can handle anything now. Critical thinking drops just when you need it most. Second, decision debt. All those we'll figure it out later decisions come due simultaneously. Your team is suddenly making 20 critical decisions per day instead of 2. Third, the finishing premium. Everything costs more at the end. Rush charges, overtime, expedited materials, and rework all spike because there's no buffer left. How to beat the 90% syndrome? Redefine what complete means. Don't just measure physical progress. Track decision closure. Build a completion matrix that includes testing, documentation, training, and approvals. Front-load the pain. Make all major decisions by 70% completion. If you can't decide it by then, you're already in trouble. Plan for the invisible work. Budget 25% more time and money for the final 20% of the project. It sounds excessive until you experience the alternative. Create finish line discipline. When teams say we're almost done, that's when you tighten controls, not relax them. The 90% syndrome is predictable, preventable, and expensive. So the next time someone says a project is 90% complete, ask them, what does that really mean? Because in any serious project, especially construction, the last 10% is what separates professionals from amateurs. Got your own 90% syndrome story? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear how you overcame it.